at the end. So thank you so much. We will begin with our school prayer by Deepti. Over to you, Deepti.
O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee feel one with every other.
Thank you, Deepti. And now I request you, Deepti, once again, to kindly introduce our esteemed speaker for the day.
Yes, our speaker for today is Smriti Smitha. Ms. Smriti Smitha is an advanced Reiki practitioner making use of various modalities in her healing sessions, that is Reiki, crystals, tarot, astrology, and more to get to the root of an issue. Co-founder of Kosha, which is a fashion and lifestyle brand which offers lovingly curated handmade and sustainable products. Inside all of us is heaven, the place of infinite potentiality and possibilities, where everything is possible. Over to you, Ms. Smriti Smitha.
Thank you so much, Deepti. And it's over to you right now, Smriti. We look forward to your talk. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. I am beyond honored and thrilled to be here at this glorious platform, Thursday Satsang, provided by the School of Ancient Wisdom. And I'm thankful to each and every one of you who has joined this meeting. A little bit about myself. I am Smriti. I'm the mother of a 6-year-old. I'm the founder and director of Kosha, a fashion and lifestyle brand that offers, like Deepti said, very lovingly curated handmade and sustainable products like apparel, home linen, and home decor items. And our motto being, our brand's motto, that is, good for you, good for Mother Earth. I'm also an advanced Reiki practitioner, where I use various modalities like, using crystals, astrology, tarot, color, and sound therapy, just to name a few, in order to get to the source of the problem. Not to just treat the symptoms, but get to the root cause and treat it holistically. And my personal motto is, we are the creators of our reality. And that, inside each one of us is heaven, that place of infinite potentiality where everything is possible. And have faith and always remember that whatever you will to happen can happen. You are God's special child. Now, coming to, our presentation today, I'm going to take you through the spiritual tools that I have personally used in my life to elevate it, to make my dreams a reality. But before that, I want to introduce you to Hermeticism, which is an ancient philosophy, in order to show you how magical the universe is and how powerful us human beings are. Yeah. And I just wanted to, question, is Swati here? Because she was going to share the slide.
Yes, I'm here. Shall I share the screen?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you can change the slide. Yeah, so the figure that you see in the middle, he is Hermes Trismegistus. He's subject to a lot of lore. A lot of lore surrounds him in history and mythology, who he really was. Was he a god or was he just a very, very wise person? Well, he apparently lived to, 1,000 years, and he has been compared to Mercury, who is Buddha in Hinduism. And he has also been compared to Thoth. Many people consider him as a reincarnation of Thoth, who is this Egyptian god of communication, wisdom, and magic. So he espoused this philosophy, which is called Hermeticism. Slide change, please. So Hermeticism is a very ancient philosophy, which places a lot of importance on inner enlightenment, and it states that we have the power to access the ether, which is the subtle realm. We have 5 elements, right? Air, water, fire, ether, and the air, water, fire, and the
Earth.
yes, Earth. Sorry, thank you. Earth and Ether, which is that realm which we cannot see, but it is there. And there are various tools to access that, which is why, why I wanted to take you through Hermeticism, is because in order to access those tools, first you need to understand the various laws. And slide change, please. Yeah, so there are 7 Hermetic principles. There are actually more, but a lot of them haven't survived because most of what Hermes Trismegistus espoused, it was done through word of mouth, and what all he wrote also, it got destroyed. Mostly, that in the fire of Alexandria, that which happened at the library, a lot of his work got destroyed there. But these 7 Hermetic principles, they remain. And the first one is the principle of mentalism. Yes. Which states, you must have heard of this statement, mind over matter. You have the power to create your reality. Whatever you have in your heart, you can envision it. It will come true in your immediate surroundings. And that everything is mental. We are all connected to each other through our minds. Has it ever happened to you that, you have been thinking of someone very fondly, and then, like in an hour or so, that person calls you, right? It has happened to us, I am sure.
Yes.
It has happened to me a lot. And earlier I used to think that, it is just coincidence or chance. But then once you delve into, all these ancient philosophies, you start studying spirituality, you understand that there's nothing called coincidence, that everything is meant to be. There is a cause and there is an effect. And we are going to come to that also, that law also. So telepathy, I feel, in my opinion, it is real. Even dreams also, we are connected to the universe, to the source through our dreams. So if you wake up in the morning and you remember bits and pieces of your dreams, I would highly suggest you, think about it. What were the images that came in your dream? What was it that you felt in your dream? And really research it. You will get a lot of answers. What you're feeling, what is happening in your life at that time, you will get a lot of answers. For example, me, I see a lot of dreams of water, a lot of times. Sometimes it is a very calm ocean, and sometimes I see huge waves. So it is up to you to figure out what it really means. If you see calm oceans, then it means you're content in life, life is going well. But if you see huge waves and you're feeling scared, that means there's something going on in your life, some emotions, some feelings that you haven't processed quite yet, which you need to delve into. Another thing, how many of you have heard of Ho'oponopono prayer? Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yes, we've had people talk about it twice.
Yes, so it's an ancient Hawaiian prayer. And as you can see in the screen, it says, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Yeah. So whoever you feel is resentment towards, yeah, or if you are feeling angry at someone, or someone else is angry with you, I highly suggest that you try this Ho'oponopono prayer. It works like magic, really does. I have experienced it, and I'm going to share an experience with you. So there was a friend of mine, and we had something happen, and she was angry with me. Okay, and she came to me, and I could see that she was visibly angry, and I knew the reason behind it, and I was sorry for what I had done. It was my mistake. Okay, and there was no reason or justification that I could give, to lessen her anger. So what could I do at that instant? So what I did was, in my mind, inside, without saying it, I kept saying this prayer again and again. I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you'll not believe it, within 5 minutes, the topic had changed, and we were talking about something else and laughing away. So very powerful prayer. And this also, just goes on to prove that we are all connected mentally. You know, if you feel, if there is something between you and another person and you cannot go and talk to that person, you don't want to, you know, you can still talk to that person in your mind. You can still talk like, you know, that person is right there, and talk to that person, say sorry to that person, you know, give your reasons for what you did. And I'm telling you that it is going to work. Things are going to get better between you and this person. Yeah, so this is the principle of mentalism, and which truly shows that whatever you have in your thoughts, in your heart, it manifests on the outside. So be very careful of your thoughts. If you are having negative thoughts, please, you know, like, quell it right at that instant. Try to replace it with a positive thought. It is going to help you, and it is going to help others around you. Slide change, please. Next is the principle of correspondence. Again, this saying, I'm sure all of us must have heard: as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul, right? This is something that was coined by Hermes Trismegistus. And on a very, physical level, as you can see, you know, we have the skies above us, right? And when you see below, we have this vast ocean, you know, most of it which is unexplored. Yeah. And ocean, you know, a lot of people compare the ocean to the sky also, like to the space. So again, you see, as above, so below. Same way, you know, as within, so without, like we've discussed, whatever you have inside you, it is going to be manifested in your outside reality. Everything in our environment is a representation of what is going on inside you. So can you believe the power that we have within us? Yeah? Yeah, slide change, please. Yeah, the principle of vibration. So yeah, nowadays, you know, we have this saying, your vibe attracts your tribe. But this was also something that Hermes Trismegistus had, you know, discussed aeons ago. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla said it. And, you know, there are so many secrets that we do not understand. And Nikola Tesla was like a very, very evolved soul. He said this, you know, he asked us to understand the universe in terms of numbers, in terms of energies, frequency, and vibration. These days we discuss about, you know, we talk about someone being high vibrational or someone being low vibrational. Who is high vibrational? High vibrational is someone, you know, who has a very optimistic point of view. Yeah. Who is very kind, who is very positive. And that vibration, you know, that vibration helps that person attract similar situations, similar people, similar opportunities to that person. When you're low vibrational, which is, suppose you are prone to anger, or a lot of depression also is just a vibration. I know it is a controversial topic, that, you know, some people will say that, you know, it's a health issue, and maybe it is, but I also feel that it is something that we can control. You know, we have to really make a very conscious effort to get out of it, to create a shift in our energy, you know, our vibration. So I spoke to this person, a very wise person recently, and he made this statement, you know, anger is nothing but poor time management. Yeah. How, and I totally relate with it. You know, suppose you have to go to work at 9 o'clock, you have to be there, and you leave, it's going to take you 45 minutes to reach, and you leave at 8:30. Now, every car that is slow in front of you, every bike that comes in front of you, you're going to feel so angry at that person, right? But is it that person's fault? Is it that car driver's fault? No, it is not. it is your fault because you started late, right? But you feel that anger, and then anger is a very, very low vibration. It totally brings your vibration down. And what happens is when you start the day with anger, you're going to start attracting incidents or situations which are going to further anger you. So, at that time, doing some self-soothing talk, telling yourself that, okay, whatever is happening, the circumstances are beyond your control now. Let it be, let go of the control, you'll start feeling better. The principle of vibration states that, we attract people, places, opportunities, depending on our vibration at a particular instant. So if you are feeling down, please do something, do some techniques which we are going to discuss later to bring yourself out of that, that vibration. Slide change, please. Slide change, please. Yes, the principle of polarity. Everything has its pair of opposites, which are identical in nature, just different in degree. For example, hot and cold. Both are temperatures. They just exist on different degrees, right? Love and hate. People say that there's a very thin line between love and hate, and I agree, because they are both feelings. It's just that they are expressed in different ways. Even physical and spiritual. Both are planes which exist at different degrees. Yeah, different energies. Now, if you look at this yin and yang diagram, you see there's sun, there's moon, there's light, there's darkness. They're all identical in nature. There's just some difference in degree between them. Light, darkness is the absence of light. Sun, light, moon, absence of light. Warm, cool, both temperatures, just difference in degrees. So the principle of polarity states that, everything exists in opposites. We have to make a conscious effort, to create a shift in our perspective. Call upon your strength, call upon your stamina and faith to create a shift. If someone is feeling aggressive, and if that person really sits down and thinks about, why am I feeling aggressive? Where is it coming from? What are the triggers? And really tries to understand them. Then, you really, you make a change in your disposition. You can make a change in your life. Slide change, please. Now comes the principle of rhythm. You'll see the pendulum. It goes left, right, all the time. It won't go left, more to the left. No, it will go left, then it will go to the right. So just like a pendulum, everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. Just like the tides also, they flow in, they flow out. Like how we breathe in and then we breathe out. Similarly, civilizations, every civilization that rises is going to fall. Yeah. So the pendulum swing manifests in everything in life. So what we can understand from this is, suppose, you are having a bad day now, today is a bad day for you. You cannot just give up on life because of that. You have to remember that, things are going to get better. If it is bad right now, it is going to get good. You have to have that belief. And, that belief will help you again, rise up the next morning, just like the sun rises, you also rise. And, trust me, tomorrow is going to be a better day. Nothing lasts forever, even happiness or sadness, nothing. So just go with the flow in life, let go of control, let life happen through you, this glorious dance of life, let it happen to you. And that will make it so much more interesting. Slide change, please. Yeah, the principle of cause and effect that I had discussed earlier. Like when I said that, I do not believe in coincidences. And actually, there is no coincidence. There is no chance. Like, This diagram states, chance is but a name for law not recognized, something that you do not understand, but it is there. And Hermes Trismegistus believes that, for every effect, there is a cause. And for every cause, there is going to be an effect. The law of karma also, if you look at it. So our present is shaped by our past choices. And our future is going to be shaped by the choices that we make at this instance. Yeah. So in your present, if you're not feeling very content, look at the choices that you have made. Yeah, look at them. Look at the patterns that have led to those choices. Yeah. If you see that, yeah, there is something, there's some problem here and I could have made a better choice. Of course, you cannot go back to the past and change it. But what you can do is learn from it so that you do not make the same mistake again. So that your future is not shaped by the same mistakes that you keep on making. And you have to remember that you're never a victim. You are never a victim, and you cannot even blame someone else for your mistakes. But always remember that you are the creator of your reality. Even if you made mistakes, that's fine. Learn from it. Yeah, let go of the mistake, forget about them, but please learn from them. Don't repeat the mistakes. Yeah, next slide please. Yeah, the principle of gender. This is the last principle by Hermes Trismegistus. And according to him, gender manifests on all planes, physical and spiritual. If you look at the creation of the universe, according to, one tradition, it is said that there is Purusha, which is the consciousness, and there is Prakriti, which is the creative force. And when they come together, universe is created. Similarly, on earth, we have men and women. Again, in men and women, we have masculine and feminine energies both. Okay, like each one of us has masculine and feminine energies. We exist on a spectrum. Yeah, some people can have more masculine than feminine. Some can have the opposite. Like there can be a man who's very creative, so his feminine will be more more what do I say, it will be more it won't how do I say, you will see it more in him, like he'll be more artistic. The how he thinks is more feminine. That doesn't make him less masculine. Yeah, it is just that everyone exists on a spectrum. So everyone has masculine and feminine both. So I highly suggest everyone to work with their masculine and feminine energies both, to take the middle path. Remember the the law of polarity. There's this, there is that, but you have to be somewhere in the middle. So get comfortable with both your energies. Someone who will have a lot of masculine energy and is not comfortable with the feminine energy can have a lot of anger issues. But someone who is very comfortable and who is totally fine with the feminine energies will be more how do I say, will be more comfortable, will be more accepting of others. Yeah. So this unity that we talk about is the middle path, which is essential for creation. The masculine and the feminine have, in order to unite, in order to create, they have to come together in the middle somewhere. And when you look at this diagram, even if our brain has a left side and a right side, right? Left side is like more logical, right side is more creative. So see, it manifests everywhere, this principle of gender. Thank you. Next slide. Yes. So now that we have discussed the 7 principles of Hermeticism, we come to the spiritual tools. Why do we use spiritual tools? There are various spiritual tools at our disposals. We can use spiritual tools to strengthen our connection with the universe, with the source. We can use spiritual tools to strengthen our intuition, to protect ourselves from negative energies, and to handle stressful situations with more ease. Yeah. So now let's come to the next slide and see what spiritual tools do we have at our disposal. And the spiritual tools that I personally use. I mean, there are more spiritual tools, but these are the ones that I use on a daily basis and that have proven very, very successful for me, very enriching for me. They have totally changed my life. Like I went through a phase where I was depressed, and when I started asking questions, then I got into Reiki, and that is when I started to heal myself, and finding out more ways to heal yourself. So some of the spiritual tools that I am going to discuss is, of course, Reiki. Then there are prayers, manifestation, how you can manifest. Like I'm going to give you my formula for manifestation. There are various formulas, but I'm going to give you mine. And positive affirmations. So practice those that you feel called to. Maybe one of these may work for you, three may not, maybe all of them may work for you. So I just ask you to incorporate them with an open mind and observe what works for you. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yes, affirmations. This is like my holy grail. Like this is something that as soon as I wake up in the morning, I speak words of affirmations to myself, and I speak them before I go to sleep. I speak them when I'm feeling scared. I suppose a lot of us do negative self-talk without even realizing, right? You make a mistake and you say, oh, how stupid you are. You say that, not if you do not say it verbally out loud, you say it in your mind. But that is negative self-talk, and that affects your soul. You don't have to do that. So I started realizing the various ways in which I was doing that, and every time I say something negative to myself, or I'm feeling anything negative, I instantly speak words of love to myself. Yeah, because affirmations, when you speak them out, they retrain your brain. It's said that the brain, it cannot see, but it hears you, what is happening. And once you keep saying the same thing again and again and again, it is going to totally believe it. So suppose you are feeling, low confidence, and you start saying words of affirmations that are like, for example, like you're a very confident person, you can do it, you can totally do it, the world is your oyster, and you keep saying it again and again, you are going to feel a surge in your confidence. Words are literally spells. Why do we say spelling? Because once you say it, there are high chances of it manifesting, very high chances of it manifesting. So choose your words carefully, and always fill them with love. Whatever you're saying, it has to be out of love. So some of the positive affirmations that I speak, as soon as I wake up: thank you for this beautiful life, thank you for my healthy body, I am loved and I'm cared for, the universe always has my back. Things like this, you keep saying them again and again. They are really going to change your vibration, and they are going to make a change in your life. For example, if you are feeling scared, if you're feeling scared or you're in a situation where you're feeling threatened, just say to yourself, you are protected. The universe is always looking out for you. Things like this, you can make it up on the go, but keep saying it again and again, and you will start believing it. You will see a change in your vibration within 5 minutes, I would say. Try it. Affirmations, they also help in breaking patterns, like we discussed, negative self-talk. So it took me a while to really break that pattern, but now it comes so easily to me. Any negative thought comes to my mind, I instantly start saying words of affirmations to myself. So practice, Practice saying these until they come so naturally to yourself that, you just start believing in what you're saying to yourself. Yeah, slide change, please. Yeah. My takeaways regarding affirmations, having practiced saying them for a long time now, it is a game changer for me. Like, you can say it in your mind, you can say it out loud, you can say it in front of a mirror, whatever works for you. You can write them down, you can, record it and play it again and again, because words hold a lot of power. And, why affirmations especially work with self-love, like, if you're in a place where you feel like you lack love, then you be the person who is going to give that love to yourself. Don't look for it anywhere else. You be that person. You say to yourself, I love you, I am going to be there for you, I am never going to let you down, I am going to hold you, I am going to support you. Practice every day, be creative with it, and do it so much that it just starts coming naturally to you. Slide change, please. Yes, now I come to my favorite part, which is manifestation. It is very popular, it is talked about a lot, and I'm going to give you a personal, my personal journey through my various manifestations. Yeah. So journaling, one of the ways in which you can manifest is by writing it down, or by writing down works the best, I feel, because you can actually go back and see what manifested for you or not, right? So you can do journaling. I actually have various examples of how I had written down my goals and desires and they came true. One of them being my car. There was this exercise that I was doing with a friend of mine. We were doing this abundance consciousness program by Deepak Chopra. And one of the activities, one of the days was, to write about your goals. What do you really want? Write 2 or 3 things. And at that time, I hadn't really made up my mind to buy a car for myself, but I wrote it down, just to experiment. And somehow the situation unfolded in such a way that I really needed to buy a car, and I bought that car. Yeah. So that was one very, very clear manifestation of what I had written, my, what I desired, and it turned into reality. Then I manifested my business, Kosha, through manifestation, again through journaling. I just came, while preparing for this session, I picked up a diary. Out of the blue, I just picked up that diary, okay? And I started going through it, and I came across this page, which was from 2013. That diary was from 2013. And I had gone to Italy then after my marriage. And we had gone to a boutique there, which was called Sartoria. I had everything written down, and I saw that and I fell in love with it. And throughout the trip and while coming back also, I kept talking about how I want something like that. I really want something like that, because I saw it, I had it in my vision, and I really felt that desire so strongly. I came back and I wrote the whole business plan for my store. What am I going to name it? What am I going to have in my store? And of course, it didn't happen instantly. It is 2023 right now. And I started my brand in 2020, during COVID times. And I didn't even realize that, I didn't remember that I had written all that in that diary until now. And I realized that I actually manifested my business. So it's actually, if you, there are, there's a process to manifestation, which we are going to discuss later. But yes, journaling, very powerful tool. I encourage all of you to write. It not only helps you process your emotions and what is happening in your life, but it also, for manifestation, it is a very, very powerful tool. Then speaking into existence, speak it out loud, your desires, your dreams. You can speak it in front of the mirror, talk Talk about it loudly. Talk to your loved ones about your dream. Be as dramatic as possible, like be in the moment, feel it. Like, feel like, it is yours and it is quite possible. Speak about it in that way, because universe is only going to respond when you make your desires known. When the universe realizes that yes, you are serious, that yes, you actually want it. If you're not going to say it, how will the universe know that you want it? Yeah. So speak about it, journal it, or visualize it. Like what happened with my store also, I visualized it. So I think it made it all the more stronger. It took all these years, but it happened. Next slide, please. So my takeaways regarding manifestation: speak, write, or visualize your desires. Act like you are in the moment. You have received it. You have to feel it. And like you have to, engage all your senses in it. Like you are speaking it, you're writing it, you are seeing it, you are feeling the joy of it, like you have already received it. Then when you're done with that, show your gratitude to the universe. Even if it has not manifested yet, keep showing gratitude, keep saying thank you universe for listening to my prayers all the time. Thank you universe for bringing all my desires to reality, making all my dreams come true. Keep being grateful. It doesn't take anything away from you, it only gives you more and more. And then once you have done the process, let it go. That is what I learned from that manifestation where I manifested my store. Is you have to let it go, you have to forget about it. You have to forget that you asked anything. You just let it go. You did the whole process, let it go now, forget about it, release control, give it to the universe, give it to the universe's hand. And faith is the key element in all of my tools. Faith has to be there. If faith is absent, I the healing or the manifestation is going to take a very, very long time, or it is not going to happen at all. So faith is the key element for sure. Slide change, please. Yeah, now we come to Reiki. Reiki, I don't know if you are familiar with Reiki. And there is Reiki, there is pranic healing. I have not done pranic healing. I've done Reiki. And for me, it is a very, very profound tool, which came and totally changed my life, because now I use Reiki everywhere in the smallest of things. And maybe I don't see it manifest instantly, but I know it is working because I have faith. Reiki, to introduce you to Reiki, Reiki is a form of energy work where we use spiritually guided life force energy. So there's this energy from source, and that energy, it flows through all living beings, all of us, to each one of us. And what happens is it flows down through our crown chakra, and it flows down into our body. And the ones who have studied Reiki, who have gone through the attunement, they start letting out the energy through their palms. Yeah. And then the energy flows into the recipient. So to maximize, I said that yeah, everyone, this energy flows through everyone. But to maximize the utility, I highly suggest getting your channels attuned to a Reiki master. Now, I'm not a Reiki master, I'm just an advanced Reiki practitioner. If you want to learn Reiki, please get in touch with me. I will refer you to someone who's a very, very good Reiki master. Reiki holds the ability to heal you through time, past, present, and future. Present, of course, you can heal. You can also go in the past and heal. Like suppose there is an incident or a situation that deeply affected you, and it continues to affect you now also. You can actually go back to that situation, that time, and send loving, healing energy to that situation. And it is going to create ripples, that ripple effect into the present. Yeah. Same thing. Suppose you can also send healing energy, Reiki, through to the future. For example, there is an examination coming up, or something that is, like highly stressful for you, which is coming up. You don't want to do it, but you have to do it. What do you do then? Yeah, you can send healing energy to that incident, which is going to happen in the future. And you have to have faith that it is being sent there, it is going to work. And personally, it has worked for me. I have used it in, both the past and future situations. And even space, like I'm sitting here in Bangalore, I can send Reiki to someone in Delhi or even to someone in LA, because remember the first law of mentalism, we are all connected, and we are all connected energetically. So I can very easily send energy to someone who's very, very far from me. Next slide, please. Yeah, so Reiki procedure for Reiki, which I follow, is first, of course, we ground ourselves. Suppose there's sickness in your body and you instantly just start healing. It is going to take a very, very long time. So you have to ground yourself. And this is something that you just don't do during a Reiki procedure. This is something that you can do every day. If you're feeling stressed, go out, go to a garden, sit in the garden or walk barefoot in the garden, and you are actually going to ground your, all those, energies that are running through you, and you will be feeling better in some time. Yeah. And then we cleanse the body. We can cleanse the body in various ways. You can cleanse yourself through water, through smoke, like incense, or to fire. There are various ways to salt. Salt is a very good example of cleansing yourself, taking a salt bath. It really helps get rid of any negative energy sticking to your body. Yeah. So ground and cleanse yourself. That is the first step. And then after that, we start sending healing energy to the recipient, and that healing energy can be in the form of light. It can be in the in the form of emotions, feelings. It can also be in the form of literal words. Like there are times when I, visualize words, like for example, someone is suffering from a lack of love, doesn't feel loved. Then I see the word love, I visualize it, and I see it like, a waterfall of millions of, words which has love, love as a word, millions of it flowing through that person. And that is just one of the ways in which you can heal the person, various ways, like through light, or through your feelings, or through color therapy that I discussed, or through sound. Nourish the person, nourish the recipient. And then at the end of it, we create a shield around that person. We create a shield which protects that person from any negative energies for, a time duration. So this is like, the 3 steps that we have in a Reiki procedure. Next step, next slide, please. Yeah. In my healing session, I incorporate, all the tools that I have discussed, visualization, like I have to see the energy flowing through the person, going to the different parts of the body that need that care, that need that healing. For example, if someone is suffering from, congestion in the lungs, it's not just, cough or something that has happened. This person is actually suffering from grief also. Yeah. So you have to really visualize the lungs. You have to clear them. Then you have to send loving, healing energy to them. And then you have to create a shield around the lungs so that, that person can stay protected from further grief. Then we have affirmations. I speak words of affirmations to the person. For example, if someone is feeling betrayed, then while doing the session, I keep saying words of affirmations to the person. I use crystals. Suppose someone is suffering from low confidence, then we use crystals that correspond to the solar plexus chakra. Or if someone feels like that person cannot speak their truth, then we use crystals, corresponding to your throat chakra, which are blue in color. And that is where color therapy also comes in. You use colors in any way possible. You can use colors to your advantage. For example, if you're feeling less optimistic, wear the color yellow. If you are feeling low confidence, wear the color red. If you feel like your energy gets affected by anyone's negativity, wear the color black. So delve into it. Color therapy has proven to be very helpful for me, and I'm sure it would do for you also. Then tarot is something very personal to me. Honestly speaking, I don't do it for myself. Like they say, a doctor cannot operate on himself or herself. Same way, I feel like I get biased when I do it for myself, but for others, whoever I have done it for till now, they the readings have really resonated with them. And I use tarot in my Reiki sessions as well. Like I will pick a card which is going to tell me about the situation at hand. Why are you feeling the way you are? What is the history behind it? And it actually tells a story. And then whatever comes to my mind at that time, I'm very creative. Whatever comes to my mind at that time, I incorporate that also. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, so simple everyday uses of Reiki. Once you learn Reiki, what you can do is you bless your food and drinks, you charge them with light that comes straight from the source. Like you put the what do I say, the divine energy right into your food and drinks. I use Reiki when I'm feeling scared, or I'm feeling threatened, or I'm feeling tired, anxious, or I'm feeling lack of love or support. I use Reiki during that time. Suppose I'm feeling scared, then I surround myself with purple light, violet light, which is coming straight from the source, pure light. If I'm feeling tired, then that time I surround myself with white light. If I'm feeling lack of love, then I surround myself with green light, green, which is the color of love. So I use that. I also use that in balancing my chakras. Suppose I find out that one of my chakras is out of balance, it is either overactive or underactive, then again I use Reiki to balance them, activate them, or to calm it down if it is overactive. Healing pain, this is something that mostly I use Reiki for, healing pain in the body. So then I direct my Reiki light directly towards that part in your body. Suppose someone has knee pain, so I'll be directing my Reiki towards the knee. First, of course, I'm going to ground it, ground the person. I'm going to remove all the whatever is causing that pain in your knee. I'm going to ground it. I'm going to send it to Mother Earth. I'm going to ask her to transmute it for you. Yeah. So that, once that energy is cleared, then I'm going to start sending healing energy to you. And once I feel like, I have sent enough energy, I'm going to, wrap it up. I'm going to create a shield around your knees, so that, you feel good for, you feel good in the future also. You stay protected for a longer time. Then for releasing stagnant energy in your body, energy, all the feelings that you feel like you have processed them. You might have forgotten them, but it stays in your body. So you have to find out ways to release any energy that is there in your body, any trauma that is there in your body. So for that, of course, movement is very important. Movement, any kind of movement, like running or dancing, whatever you do, movement is very important to release the stagnant emotions or energies in your body. And then once they are released, and it is an ongoing process, you're not going to release all the trauma in one day. It is something, because you don't know where all you have stored those emotions. You have to keep doing it until you feel better. So yeah, these are, all the ways in which I use Reiki every day. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is my favorite part. This this is very personal to me, and I very closely work with my my Ishta, my Kuldevta, my Kuldevi, and my my deities, and my angels and my guides. So, and I highly suggest that you explore your your Ishta, who is the deity that you feel close to, and work with them, because they are actually there, in the physical with us. They are there, they are looking out for us. So if you are in even in good times or bad times, both, thank them in good times, and in bad times, call upon them, tell them that you're feeling scared, and ask for their protection. And this has actually worked for me a lot of times, from a small thing like going to a dentist visit. It is scary for everyone, I'm sure. And so before going to the dentist, I call upon them, I tell them that please give me the strength to go through it, so that and so nothing happens to me, because I'm very scared personally of going to the dentist. um, and for a situation, also for a situation like once my sister and I, we were stuck in the waters of Indian Ocean. Our motorboat just stopped working, something got stuck in it, and we were so scared for our lives. At that time, I called upon them for protection, and they always deliver. They have always delivered for me, and I know that I can always count on them. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, so this is a small prayer that I use, and something that you can also use is, my dear angels, guides, and ancestors, I pray to you for the best possible outcome to this situation. Whenever you are feeling stuck somewhere, you're feeling scared, just say this small prayer again and again, until you feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm in a better place. And yeah, it is going to work. It has worked for me. It is going to work for you. Just have faith. Faith is the key element in everything. Slide change, please. Yeah. Thank you. This is the end of my talk. If you have any questions, you're welcome to.
Thank you so much, Smriti. It was really very interesting. And in the short while, you were able to cover so much. Amazing. Manifestation, visualization, affirmations, chakras, everything possible, color therapy, Reiki. It was a lot that you were able to cover in the short while, and done very well along with your slides. So thank you so much. And now I open it for questions. If anyone has a question, kindly unmute
I
yourself.
have 3 questions or 3 clarifications.
Go ahead, Mr. Janaki Ram.
Now, my first point, the speaker Smriti,
Yes.
is if you can also cover what are the spiritual tools to use during tragedies and unexpected events. Because, for example, Captain Pranjal, who martyred his life, is a son-in-law of a close friend of mine. So what spiritual tool you will give them?
In times of tragedy, what I can do, what I can suggest is just believing in God, have faith in God, that everything there is a reason behind everything. I know it is very painful for the family and the loved ones, but you just have to believe that there is something due to which it has happened. There is a reason behind it. And what has happened is he has achieved martyrdom, right? He has become such a huge person in our eyes now, right? So we have to, just send blessings to him, his family, and accept the situation for what it is, because some things are still not, they cannot be explained. Some things are not really clear to us right now. We have to give it, leave it in the hands of God.
Thank you. That helps. Second one is, see, people are facing financial problem or relationship problem, or children not getting married, or one thing or other. Now my question is, the person affected should come for spiritual tool healing, or anybody related to them also can come?
Yeah, anybody related to the person can also do it for them with a pure heart, with full faith. They can do it because we are all connected. If you are doing it for someone close to you, it is going to affect that person in a positive way.
Thank you. Third one is something out of your talk, but since you are a spiritual person and covered as spiritual, and this group also all are spiritual people. Manise used to tell, our founder of School of Ancient Wisdom, Earth is one of the lowest evolved planets in the universe. So what
I'm
is
sorry,
your
can you
view
please
on
repeat the last sentence again? I did not quite get you.
Pardon?
The last sentence only. Can you please repeat it? Planets, I did not hear.
Planet Earth is one of
Yes.
the lowest evolved one in the universe. That is what Ma Manise used to mention, who is the founder of School of Ancient Wisdom. Planet Earth is one of the lowly evolved planets.
Okay.
Conversations with God also covers that aspect.
Okay.
So what is your view on that?
So my view is that, we are very lucky to be born here on planet Earth, honestly, because, like they may say that it is one of the lowliest of planets, but this is also one of the only planets where we have some free will. Yeah, we have, there is something, we have some control in our hands at least. There is destiny, there is, free will. And Earth is the only planet apparently which has free will. So I feel very lucky to be born here.
Thank you. Okay.
Right. Thank you so much. Any other questions, anyone? Kindly unmute and ask your question.
As you said, the journaling was quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we want, we just journal it. And then I think it kind of sinks into our conscience, and then perhaps that's how it manifests.
Yeah, you are writing it down. So now the universe knows, what it is you want. You can maybe go back to it, see it again, and visualize it more, to really get into touch with it. But the only thing is, don't get too attached to it. You have to let go of control. You have to let go of, how quickly you want it to manifest. You have to let go of that control. Yeah. But yeah, writing is the most powerful of it all, and speaking out about it.
Okay, and as you said, planet Earth is like Mother Earth.
Yes.
Sorry, I was on mute. I said planet Earth is like Mother Earth, and then I think the nature, the beauty, the creation, everything is given to us. So I think, as you said, we are all very lucky to be here.
Yes, yes.
Enjoy every day that, and then we are connected with each other here. That itself is another,
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Any more questions? I think there are a few on the chat. But anyone wants to unmute? Better if you unmute and ask so that everyone listens to you. Anyone? All right. So I suggest that we take the ones on the chat then. There were
no, as usual, contact number. Anybody want to get in touch?
Yeah, I have
and
shared,
any books to read, anything
number.
you would recommend other than on Reiki books, anything on the spiritual tools?
What? I didn't get you clearly. Please repeat.
Any other resources to read other than Google,
No,
of course?
No,
any book?
no, you just go on asking me. I follow. I
Kindly
I
mute
cannot.
yourself, Meera. Yes.
Any resources? See, I am like an avid reader. I cannot stick to one book, but I just any resources that I can find online, I really whatever I find interesting, I just go deep into that. So my contact number is there. I have written it in the PPT. If you want, I can share it in the chat.
Yes,
And
that would be
you know,
nice.
yeah, I can. I can help you with more resources.
Good, thanks. Anyone else while she's putting her number on the chat? Kindly unmute and ask whatever you would like to. No? All right, now that the number's on the chat, I guess you people can contact her for whatever you want and maybe also attend one of her workshops.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll take this moment in case you have any queries, any confusion, or something that you just want to, take up with me. Please feel free to reach out to me at my number. I'm willing to help you any which way I can.
Great, thank you so much. And now, if there are no questions, then I request Deepti to kindly propose a vote of thanks.
On behalf of the School of Ancient Wisdom, I'd like to ardently thank Ms. Smriti for her valuable insights on Reiki. We wish her all the best in her future endeavors and look forward to a continued association with the School of Ancient Wisdom. All the best to you, Smriti.
Thank you. Thank you so much to
Thank
all
you,
of
Deepti.
you.
Thank you so much. And I'm sure we'll use some of the tools that you shared with us. And we look forward to meeting you sometime, maybe the School of Ancient Wisdom.
Sure.
Thank you,
sure.
everyone, for being with us. And we'd like to increase the number of people who come for our Thursday satsangs. So kindly tell at least 5 people to come for the next one. And you're doing it not for me or the school, you're doing it for Mama Nise, who started this. So kindly, out of deep love and respect for Mama Nise, ensure that more and more people come because that's what she really wanted. Right? Thank you, everybody, and see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.